Okay, let's turn this boring white canvas into this painting. So grab something to drink or work alongside this video while I finish this painting. The painting I'm doing is based on a few illustrations I made a few weeks back, where I illustrated a bunch of little houses with bugs living in them, and I had so much fun drawing all the little details for the houses that I decided to also make it into a painting. Okay, so this is how the sketch is looking. It's very cute. I just let it dry for a few minutes while I got lost in social media, but now I'm going to start painting, which is always the hardest part, is putting on the first few layers of paint, but I'm very excited to do this one. I also bought another one of these square canvases and I want to paint another scene that's maybe a little bit similar, maybe an autumn pumpkin scene, because this is more of a summer house that you can live in. I decided to not paint anyone in the house, so the person seeing the painting can feel like it's their house, maybe, if that makes sense. So this is what I'm gonna do now. Today. I also have other work that I need to do today, but I'm starting the morning with painting. I'm going to put on an audiobook and listen to something in the background while I do this, or maybe a podcast, I don't know. In one of my last videos, I got a comment asking me how I became an illustrator. There are a bunch of school systems in Germany, and after 10th grade, I chose one that is called Voss Gestaltung, which kind of means art school. Then after graduating, I decided that I wanted to pursue a career in illustration. So I did my research and decided that I wanted to study illustration in Hamburg, in the HAW, the HAW. I did not have any plan B because this was what I wanted to do the most, and this was kind of the most affordable option in Germany to study illustration, and it was the university that I wanted to go to. So we had to send in an art portfolio, and I worked on that after I graduated, and then they invited me to the entrance exam, which was such a scary thing to do right out of school. I had to drive there by train on my own, sleep in a hotel for a few days, which I've never done before, and it was Halloween, I remember, and it was very dark at night, and they did take me. The entrance exam was weird, as all of the entrance exams that I've taken so far. And then I moved there in the spring, and looking back, I did learn a lot in university, and I did grow a lot during this time, but I don't know if it's because I went there or if it's just because I grew up during those years. Anyway, I took about 3 years to graduate, and I do feel like we did not learn anything that prepared me for the actual job. Like, we did have lots of drawing, painting, art history classes. We learned programs like Photoshop and stuff like etching, children's book illustration, cover design, game design, creative writing, and so many more courses. But I don't know, there weren't any business classes, like learning how to apply to jobs, how to market yourself, how to run your business, how to become a freelancer, how to do your taxes or social media or a good portfolio, like all the things that I needed to know right after graduating to make money. Basically, I had to learn all these things myself. I don't know if there just weren't such courses or if I didn't know about them. Maybe if you do like a master's program, you would learn something like that, but I was disappointed after studying that I was not prepared. So I moved back home in the cursed year of 2020 back to my parents because what else would I do? I had no money. Looking back, I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad that I chose this as my path, and I did not know what I was doing when I started the job in 2020. I became freelance. I'm not sure if I know what I'm doing now, but I mean, I got better at a few things. I know more than I did 6 years ago, which is nice. And when I look back at what I drew 6 years ago when I started, my art was really bad, but you know, if I look back at my art now in 6 years, I will also probably think the same thing. That's how I came to be here. And if you want to know anything more about studying or starting out as an illustrator, maybe I'll make a video someday talking about the mistakes I made as I started out this journey. This is how the painting currently looks like. I'm nearly finished. This is crazy. It's still the same day. I never really paint so fast, or I never really paint a whole day. So this is kind of surprising, but I am noticing that I'm kind of rushing because I want to be finished. And whenever I do this, I make so many mistakes. And this is at the stage where I don't want to make any mistakes anymore because I don't have the colors that are already on here because they're already dry. I really need to look into making myself a wet palette for my paint colors. You can DIY something like this and it makes your paint not dry out as fast. So that's on the agenda for the next painting. But I'm rushing things, so I'm gonna take a break now and get some dinner or make some dinner. And after I'm gonna finish it. The only thing that's missing is the walls here and the leaf. And then I'm done. This is beautiful. I like it. I don't know if I like the yellow that I chose for the background. It's very bright, but I'm just gonna go with it. It's very different than my usual paintings, I feel like, in the colors that I chose. But I always choose colors randomly, so this is just what I came up with. And we are gonna see each other tomorrow when I will show you the finished painting. Finished the painting and I am very happy with it. And now the next step would be to varnish it, but I want to film some close-up videos first and stuff like this for social media, because I feel like varnishing it always changes the texture of the piece a little bit and it looks not as nice as it looks now. I kind of need to find a solution to get some other varnish sometime to make the piece look different, but I think as I already varnished all the other pieces for the exhibition with this one, it would be kind of weird to, you know, get a new one now and have pieces that look different. So I'm gonna use this until it's empty or until I'm finished with the pieces for the exhibition. I'm so happy with this painting, and I need your help deciding which piece I want to paint accompanying this one. It can be a fruit, a nut, a vegetable. You can just let me know what you think would fit this the best. Right now I'm thinking pumpkin, but I'm open to suggestions. Could also be a mushroom, an acorn, a pear, an orange, so I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the painting process and watching me make this out of nothing, and we will see each other in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, and goodbye.